Sports Radio 95.7.
Well, in the top of the first for the A's, Jemiah Weeks led off by walking. He stole second. Pennington walked. Crisp, a line drive single to center that loaded the bases for Matsui. The Mets play the infield back, double play depth. See if he gets a fastball to hit. G delivers a fastball hit to center field. Pagan is going back. He's got to play. That'll score the run. He's at the track to make the catch. Everybody tags and moves up, and the A's take a 1-0 lead. Weeks tags from third to score. Pennington goes from second to third, and Crisp goes from first to second. Excellent job of hitting right there by Hideki Matsui as the Athletics take a 1-0 lead. Now the infield back and runners at second and third. Next up was Connor Jackson. Here's G, the high set, the kick out of the stretch. Jackson, a ground ball to third. Pennington's going to score. The throw across the diamond for the out. So 5-3 as Turner fires to first. Coco held at second. Pennington scored from third, and the A's take a 2-0 lead. And then G would lose his control, and that came in the third inning. He walked the bases loaded and was facing Connor Jackson.
Weeks at third, Pennington at second, and Matsui at first. No place to go but home for the A's. And the 3-1 from G. Fastball again. That one is outside. Ball 4. He has walked in a run. The fourth man he's walked in the inning, and it's 3-0 Oakland. Man, the A's will gladly take it for Connor Jackson, his second RBI tonight, his 19th of the year. 6 walks in the game. It's a new career high for G. I would certainly hope so.
And then Ryan Sweeney coming up next. This would be the start of a very big night for him.
3-0 Oakland, top of the third. And the base is still loaded with Jackson, Matsui, and Pennington, first, second, and third. G continues out of the stretch, and his 2-0 pitch. Fastball grounded up the middle to his right, off the glove of Tejada. He knocks it down, but he has no play, and a run is home. Pennington crosses the plate. It is 4-0 Oakland. A chance to get 1, maybe 2 outs. Disappears in Tejada's mitt as it squirts free behind second base. And the A's have added another run. It's 4-0. That'll be an infield hit and an RBI for Sweeney. His 8th run knocked in.
And then the Mets would finally break through against Outman, but they got some help from the A's in the bottom of the fourth. With 1 out, a pop fly to short right. There was some confusion and a near collision between Weeks and Sweeney. The ball fell for a double, a ball that should have been caught. Then Jason Bay walked. Now the Mets at first and second with 1 out, and Ronnie Paulino was the hitter.
Now Paulino stands in. He swings at the first pitch, a soft pop, shallow center. Going out as Weeks, staying with it, and he drops it. He'll throw to third base, try to get the force there, and he does not. Paulino is safe, as is Bay at second and Pagan at third. Jemiah Weeks kept on drifting, going further and further, and neither Sweeney or Crisp was there to take charge, and it lands, and everybody is safe. That'll be an error charged on Weeks, the second this year. It has been a disastrous bottom of the fourth with a glove for the A's rookie second baseman.
Next up was Tejada, as the Mets had a chance to get back in this game.
3-2 offer, swung on, hit toward right field. Toward the line is Sweeney, coming toward the ball, makes the catch. Tagging from third is Pagan. Here's the throw and the slide, and Pagan is in safely ahead of the tag. The throw by Sweeney is slightly up the third baseline. That was the difference, and the Mets are on the board. They trail it now 4-1. Bay moves to third, and Paulino up to second on the sacrifice fly from Ruben Tejada.
And then in the fifth inning, the A's got a single by Matsui, a walk to Jackson, and Ryan Sweeney coming up next. The runners lead from first and second. Carrasco throws, and Sweeney drills one to right center, up the alley, and nobody's there, and that's going to get down for a hit. Now Matsui had to wait. He goes to third. Jackson goes to second. And the A's have the bases loaded as Sweeney singles into right center field. And, you know, Connor Jackson almost passed Matsui on the bases there because Jackson read it. He knew the ball was going to drop all the way. But Hideki waiting just to make sure that Pagan wasn't going to catch the ball. And that was awfully close. So now the A's had the bases loaded. Suzuki was up next. And the night of wildness for the A's for the Mets pitchers would continue tonight. The fans letting Carrasco hear it as the count's 3-0. Here's the pause and the 3-0 pitch on the way, and it's low and outside, ball 4, and it's 5-1. And the fans are not happy at all. The run is walked in by Carrasco, still nobody out, and it's 5-1 A's. And then the A's looking to do some further damage as the ball game would go further in that fifth inning. Scott Sizemore bounced into a 6-4-3 double play, scoring the second run of the frame. And so the A's had a 6-1 lead after 5. They would make it 7-1 in the sixth inning. As Jemiah Weeks with a leadoff single, he stole a second, and Pennington came up next. Now the pitch to Pennington is a line shot up the middle, a base hit center field. Weeks around third, Pagan up with the ball. Here's the throw to the plate. It's cut off, and the A's take a 7-1 lead on a single to center by Pennington. Jemiah Weeks scores from second base. And then it was Josh Outman pitching the bottom of the sixth inning. He would leave after 6 tonight, as the Mets would get their second run in that bottom of the sixth, courtesy of Jason Bay. Bottom of the sixth inning, 7-1 A's. The A's have 7 hits. The Mets have 3 hits. Jason Bay has singled and walked in the delivery, and it's swung on a drive into left field and deep. Matsui is back at the track. He is going to watch it fly. And Jason Bay homers to left field. Just his third home run this year. It's now 7-2 Athletics. And then Breslow would pitch the seventh inning for the A's. A very interesting play would ensue in the eighth inning when Brian Fuentes was pitching for the A's. He walked Pagan with 2 out, and then Bay was coming up next, and maybe Jason Bay is finding his stroke. Here's Jason Bay, a right-handed hitter, and Bay hits a deep drive into center. Coco going back at the track right in front of the wall, leaping at the wall, and he can't make the play. It's back in play. Got his glove on the ball. Pagan has scored, and going to third is Bay with a triple. And it's now a 7-3 ball game. Coco Crisp with a great try in straightaway center field, leaping as high as he could go. He got his glove on the ball, then after the ball hit his glove, it hit the very top of the fence and then bounced back on the warning track. It was that close to a catch, but also that close to a home run. Pagan scored in the play, and it's now a 7-3 lead for the A's. And at that point, the umpires actually went under the stands. They checked replay. The ruling was confirmed. A triple for Bay, a run in. Bay was at third. Willie Harris was hit by a pitch. At this point, Balfour came into the ball game. He issued a walk to the first batter he faced. Then he got Tolley on a ground ball to second. So the Mets scored 1 but left 3 in the eighth. And then Balfour got through the ninth inning for the Athletics with no problem, as the Athletics had wrapped up a 7-3 win over the Mets on this Tuesday night for the A's 6th consecutive win. Josh Outman, 6 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned. He walked 2 and struck out 4. He'll be joining Vince Cotroneo when the A's postgame continues.